Hello students, in my last video we have discussed about the South America and we have discussed a little bit about the location. Just a minute. The location and the political divisions, this we have done, and I have discussed about the important countries and the territories of South America. So today I will start with the political divisions. Today I will start with the South America has 12 countries and 3 major territories. So this is the one. We will start with, this is the political division. Now we will start with the physical features. As we have seen that the North America is divided into 5 parts. Similarly, South America is divided into 4 physical regions. They are the Western Mountain. That means if you can see the map, on the western side, shaded brown color you can see, they are the Western Mountains. Then we have the Central Lowland, the Eastern Highland. The Eastern Highland on the eastern side and the coastal plain. The coastal regions are very fertile. They are known as the coastal plain. So at first we will discuss about the Western Mountains. In the Western Mountains we can see that consist of the ranges of the Andes mountain system. The Andes is the longest mountain system in the world, stretches along the western edge of South America. So the entire western side it spreads edge of the South America. They are young fold mountains, as we have seen. In case of the Himalayas also, they are also old young fold, just like the Himalayas, made up of parallel chain or cordilleras. The Andes stretch for almost 8,850 kilometers from the southern tip of South America to the northernmost tip. Now, being part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, the region has many volcanoes and frequent earthquakes. Mount Cotopaxi is an active volcano. Mount Aconcagua, also a volcanic peak, is the highest peak in South America. So you should remember Mount Aconcagua is the volcanic peak and it is the highest peak in South America. Mount Cotopaxi is an active volcano. What is active volcano? From which still the lava is coming out. That is known as the active volcano. Volcanoes are of 3 types, you all know: active, dormant and extinct. Dormant means it is in a dormant state, at any time it can erupt, and extinct means that no more the eruptions will take place. So Cotopaxi is an active volcano in South America, please remember. And Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak in South America. A number of valleys and intermountain plateaus lie between the parallel ranges. The Magdalena River Valley in Colombia, and the Altiplano are important examples. The Altiplano is one of the largest plateaus in the world, with the bulk of it lying in Bolivia and Peru. So it is so big that it stretches to 2 countries, Bolivia and Peru. Both of them are in South America. 2 important lakes are located on the Altiplano, that is Lake Titicaca, the largest lake of South America, and Lake Pupu. So these are the 2 important lakes, Lake Titicaca and Lake Pupu. Since the Andes are huge and crossing them is a big challenge, mountain passes. So what is a pass? A gap between 2 mountains. Now the Andes are huge mountain, huge. So to cross them is very difficult. That is why the passes play a vital role in this region. Passes means a gap between 2 mountains. Important passes such as the Uspallata and the Agua Negra connect Chile with Argentina. The Chungara Tambo Quemado Pass. So these are the very difficult names So one is Agua Negra, which connects Chile with Argentina, and the Chungara Tambo Quemada Pass connects Chile and Bolivia. So these are very important questions. Which pass connects Chungara, Chile and Bolivia? So that is Chungara Tambo Quemada Pass. These passes have also facilitated the construction of railway line. So through these passes railway tracks are also laid, and it has helped in the construction of the railway line. Now we have the central lowland, or the vast plains that occupy the central part of South America. They are surrounded by Andes on the west. Now penitentes are tall thin blades of hardened snow or ice found high in the Andes. So penitentes, these are blade like, very hard ice which are found in the Andes. They are so named because of their resemblance to a crowd of people kneeling in penance. Kneeling down in penance, penance means punishment. It seems exactly as if it has been, penitentes means those who have got punishment. So a group of people who have got punishment, resemblance to a crowd of people, a crowd of people who has got a punishment and they are kneeling down. It seems just like that. Surrounded by the Andes on the west, the Guyana highland in the north, the Mato Grosso plateau and the Brazilian highland in the east, and the Patagonian plateau in the south. They have been formed by four great river systems: the Orinoco, the Amazon, the Paraná, Paraguay, Uruguay, and the São Francisco River. So these are the important rivers. They have been formed by the great river system. The river systems are, the rivers are Orinoco, Amazon, Paraná, Paraguay, Uruguay, and the São Francisco River. So these are the four rivers. Now we will discuss about the different basins. First, the Orinoco Basin. The northern part of the lowland is drained by river Orinoco and its tributaries. The river originates in the Guyana highland and flows into the Atlantic Ocean. The llanos, which are vast regions of grassland, are found in the Orinoco Basin. So let me explain that the Orinoco part, northern part of the lowland is drained. So in the northern part is drained by the river Orinoco. Along with that, its tributaries, other tributaries of the river Orinoco, and the river originates in the Guyana highland. So as I said, that any river has an origination point and then a mouth where it goes and falls and flows into the Atlantic Ocean. So the mouth is the Atlantic Ocean, Guyana. So this may be asked as a question: what is the source of the Orinoco River? It should be Guyana highlands, and it falls into the Atlantic Ocean. The llanos, which are vast regions of grassland, are found in the Orinoco Basin. Next, the most important part is the Amazon Basin. The central region is drained by Amazon River. So Amazon, we know, is the largest river, which originates in the Peruvian Andes along with about 1,000 tributaries. So Amazon has more than 1,000 tributaries. The Amazon flows over almost 7 million square kilometers of land before draining into the Atlantic Ocean. The Amazon is the second longest river in the world after the Nile. So Nile is the longest. After Nile is the Amazon. Recent studies, however, claim that the actual source of Amazon is deeper in the Andes than was earlier believed, making it the world's longest river. So there is confusion that whether Nile or Amazon, but researchers have revealed that at present Amazon is the world's longest river. The Amazon River is the life force of the vast Amazon rainforest. So Amazon River is the main cause of life that exists in the Amazon rainforest. Now today we will do up to this. Next day we will start from your Paraná, Paraguay, Uruguay basin. So we are discussing about the Orinoco Basin, which consists of the Orinoco and its tributaries, So we have discussed about the Amazon basin and the Orinoco basin. Next day we will start with the Paraná Uruguay basin. So till then, all of you take care, stay safe, stay healthy, goodbye.